Good morning and welcome to day 4 of Vlogmas. I'm still a bit of a mess because I think we're going to do a little bit of yard work and then I'll take a shower after that. Yesterday night I managed to finish the color on my third stripe, and I think today's will be the last day of ribbing before we get into the pattern, so I'm really excited about that. It looks like sorry, excuse me. It looks like another day of gray. This one seems so much more darker and moodier than last year's, but I am excited to get into Rosie. You want to come say hi? Rosie wants to say hi. Say hi. Say hi, hi, hi. Say hi. Hi, I'm Rosie Posey. Yeah, it seems a lot more moodier than last year's. I'm really enjoying having started on the cuff with the stripes, so I think that was a pretty good decision for us, Rose. What do you think? Sure, Mom, whatever you say. And then last night I did start the Gilmore Girls one. That's the mystery adventure. And so for this, there are 4 classes that you can be, like in Dungeons and Dragons or on a video game. Hang on, okay. The Roomba had gotten stuck, so I had to go fix it. Anyways, so there's 4 classes. Like if you were to play a lot of kind of video game, like fantasy type of video games, or like I like to play Lord of the Rings online sometimes. So then you could be a different race that has a different type. Anyways, I usually always choose elves, so I did again, which is a rogue. And the reason this makes a difference is because there's a whole adventure story that goes with it. And you roll 2 dice, 2 6-sided dice, and that will determine if you win or you lose for each battle. So, and then that references which chart you go and stitch. And I think that there are A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, 8 different charts. Anyway, so trying to find today's battle. Okay, so it started off, "Greetings, brave traveler. Welcome to a journey through mysteries, surprises, and exciting encounters. Wield your knitting equipment and prepare yourself to hunt a magical treasure. The sun is shining as you lift a packed bag onto your shoulders. You have heard a tale about a magnificent treasure, which should lay somewhere in the mysterious woodlands. Your senses tingle and you feel like you are the one who shall find the treasure. Today is the perfect day to go and start the adventure." You walk farther, and after no time you arrive at the forest border. You stop for a moment, check your equipment, take a deep breath, and make your first steps into the woods. You hear birds chirping, the wind blowing softly, and take a deep breath of freshening air. Then we come to battle number 1. Suddenly you stumble upon something. You look down. The trail looks very different. It appears worn out like a used sock. It has holes. It looks very ragged. Perhaps there have been many previous travelers. You need to watch your step to avoid slipping and falling. There are large holes and small brooks. Can you keep on your feet? If you win, you keep on your feet and can tiptoe safely over the worn-out trail. If you lose, you have to search a way to bypass the worn-out path. Winning rolls, you must roll the number or higher, are based on your character. So for a rogue, a winning number was 5, which shouldn't have been too hard, but I rolled 4. Because it's 2 dice, I rolled a 3 and a 1. So for a loss, you work chart number B, and it has the written directions or a chart. So I would do that, and then day 2 is battle number 2, and it has different instructions for that. it has a whole little description here over each of the races. So a rogue, so that's a class. A rogue class, which the race is elf. The ability is dexterity. A scoundrel who uses stealth and trickery to overcome obstacles and enemies. Rogues are for people who want to be the first to smell danger, i.e. sense traps. Steal things, fight using precision and planning rather than brute strength and blur moral lines in roleplay. Sounds pretty Slytherin to me. Anyways, so I lost the first battle. I had to do a cast on type I've never done before, and that is the Old Norwegian cast on. So I think it turned out pretty nice. And then I purled 1 row, and that's when you then start your battle. As I kind of predicted, these needles are too blunt for this type of knitting. I did a couple stitches on the first line of the battle, and then I got to a knit 3 together, and I just couldn't get these to properly slip under the stitches. So I went back, and when I start on this again, I will be using the Chow Goose, which has a much sharper needle point and will be better for the lace stitching. So these were really nice to work on. The cable memory is not so bad, so I'm looking forward to finding a project that these would work on. Just one that doesn't have you like knitting 3 stitches together and stuff like that, because it's just way too hard to get the needle under all 3 of those stitches. Well, now I did it because I'm trying to show you, but last night it just wasn't happening. So, I think this is really pretty. So I am looking forward to doing more on that. Now I'm gonna open, my teas, and then go down, choose one to brew, and then go downstairs and do that and make the crumpets, and then I think we're gonna go do the little bit of yard work. So I'll get changed and do that. So yesterday, both Plum Deluxe teas were really good. The Martha tea was okay, but probably not one I would seek out. Okay, so this is Soul Warmers tea. Rooibos, apple pieces, cocoa nibs, orange peel, hazelnut, and chestnut. I think I've tried this one before. I might look on my list from last year. I need to find where I put that, but I saw it like just a few days ago, so I need to look at that and see if I rated this one. If I liked it, then I'll have it, but if I didn't like it, then I'll put it in my giveaway box. I don't tend to like nut tastes, like hazelnut and chestnut, so I'm just not into that. I like to eat walnuts and pecans and almonds, but I don't like the taste of them in things. Okay, this is a blood orange tea. And I do really like orange tea, so I'm hoping I'll really like that one. David's is white cranberry bark. I do like cranberries. Oh, this is so cool. Look, I think they have a couple of, a couple of the, maybe like caramel or something. And they have it shaped as like a star. I don't know how well you guys can see in there. I'm not a huge fan of dessert teas, so but I'll give this one a whirl. And let's see about Martha's tea. A stash one. Mango passion fruit. That sounds nice. I'm excited to try that, as I do love some mango and some passion fruit. Well, that is all for now. I'm going to go downstairs and, yeah, do those things. Okay, so we have 2 jams today. Lemon yuzu. I'm not sure what yuzu is, so that will be interesting. And then a mango peach lime, which I think I remember from last year was really good. So I'm going to make the crumpets really quick, and I will either tell you our ratings or put it on the screen. So, yeah. Okay, I'm back. So we didn't end up going outside and doing any yard work, so I still have to take a shower, and I'm still in these same PJs. I really like them. Although I think that I haven't like washed them yet. I've only worn them like once. Anyways, I think some of this red may be rubbing against the white of this chair, as it's a little bit pink on the seat, so need to wash it probably by itself so that it doesn't cause anything else to bleed. But anyways, okay, so the jams. We tried both of them. The lemon one, my husband gave a 3 and I gave a 2.5. And then the mango peach lime, my husband gave a 2, and I'd probably agree with that. 2 is probably about right. So today's jams were not the biggest hits, but still fun, still yummy. I mean, they weren't revolting. They weren't a 1. So yeah. Okay, so I'm here to open the rest of my Advents. And also, so I've been playing this game on Semi-Sane Stitchers called Dodgeball. I use the term play very loosely, as I only actively participate when I have been hit with a ball, and I thought that this game would be done by now. But somehow it's still going. The opposing team still has 2 people, and I think my team has 10. And I was just hit with 3 balls, which means I have to cross stitch. I have not been actively participating because there isn't. Some groups do like a cross stitch alternative, like every 4 knit stitches counts as 1 cross stitch, or that type of thing. I wish that this group did that, because I am just in a complete knitting phase where all I want to do is knit. Sometimes a little bit of crochet. But I'm just not like super doing cross stitch these days. Especially when I feel forced, like I have to do it. So anyways, so I have been hit by 3 ghost balls. Ghost balls are people who are out of the game but can still make and create balls. You have to stitch less stitches to dodge them, and they have to, well, actually I think they have to stitch the same number to create them. Anyways, so I have a total of 750 stitches I need to do in 24 hours or I'm eliminated. And even though I haven't been actively participating, I kind of like the fact that I'm still alive. So another game that's on Semi-Sane right now is called Whip Wranglers, and it's for the month of December. And so you had to pick 20 whips, and then you roll a 20-sided dice, and that will determine which whip you're supposed to work on. And then you roll a 6-sided dice, and that will determine the number of stitches you need to do. So, though I rolled a 5, so I have to do 500 stitches, and the whip I have to work on is my 2013 Prairie Schooler Santa. I put in all Christmas whips, so that is, like last year I tried to draw them out of the thing and I said I was going to work on them and then I never did. So this is my attempt at working on some cross stitch this year. So this is the 2013 Prairie Schooler Santa. Here is where I am on that. So there's some, I've done most of the bulk type of stitching, but I'm going to try to do some other big chunks of block stitching, like his beard, this, maybe not the back stitching in it, but we'll see what I can get done. So I'll do 500 stitches on this. That will clear 2 balls. And then I will roll the dice again and see what gets picked for the final 250. So that is my plan. So I thought I would open the advents. Oh, so all that to say, I'm not sure how much knitting I'll get done today. I want to dodge those balls. I want this game to end, but I also don't want to be eliminated. I'm not creating balls, but I'm still dodging them. Okay, so my stitch marker one, nope, this is under the sea, so for the ornament, and this sounds like beads. So I'm thinking this pattern has some beads. So let's see. I really think tomorrow is when the pattern comes. Too bad, because I could use it to be dodging balls right now. It is a package of Mill Hill glass seed beads, and there. Cool. Number 00167. I'm gonna check my, no I'm not. I was gonna say I'm gonna check my Mill Hill beads, but it's all the way hidden behind my tea advent calendar. I just don't want to move that, so I'll just use them straight out of this package. So I think tomorrow will be the pattern, and I'm so excited to get it started. Okay, so then the quilting one, Jenny's. Oh, this is another one with multiple days worth. Okay, universal needles. I actually really do need these. I think I am down to my very last needle because I accidentally broke one while trying to make a project bag, which is what put the kibosh on making project bags temporarily. Again, I'd pulled them out like a couple months ago that I broke a needle, and I was like, nah, I'm just finding these away. Okay. And then this is a sewing machine needle threader. I think my sewing machine actually comes with one. But I don't really know how it works. I could try to give this a try because threading using threaders has been difficult, but there is that. If not, I might just pass it along. Okay, my stitch marker. Frosted Flakes, Tony the Tiger sang my theme song. His voice was extremely deep bass. So I'm wondering if it's a little Frosted Flakes one. That's my guess for today. Ooh, there's some Wonder Clips. I use these for quilting all the time, so that's always nice to get. And, oh, haha, super cute. It is not Frosted Flakes, it's the Grinch. And one of the stitch markers has a little wreath. Perfect. I love this. I like this. I will definitely be keeping that one myself. I have a little paper bag. I'm just putting the envelopes in. Then I'll put it in the recycling. We do recycling every other week where I live. 1 week it's recycling, the next week it's green waste. So this week is recycling. Okay, so my Clark and Elle day 4. Ooh. Not my favorite greens, but it'll still be nice in the blanket. Then we have the Fade. So we're definitely headed more purple now from the pinks. This one is Jane Austen. Hang on, I'm trying to reach for the bag because I forgot to pull out the tag. Oops. Sorry. Sorry. No professionalism today at all. Jane Austen. Day 4 is A Christmas Basket for Miss Bates. I have no idea even how to guess color schemes for this one, so that's why I'm not attempting. Oh, that is lovely. Very nice. It does kind of make me think of Emma. And the final one, Stars Hollow. I made it to episode 7 last night, so I'm almost caught up to where we are. But I have to get ahead of schedule because there are 7 seasons. Okay, so this one goes to episode 12. What's a rune? Ooh. This, okay, in person, it makes me think of autumn, but when I look at it on the camera, it kind of makes me think of gingerbread men. I think that'll be really nice. This yarn is so soft and squishy. Whatever yarn they're using as the base, it's very nice. Maybe a 4-ply, I think. I'm still too new to yarns to really know those kind of things. Recently, I realized that an 8515 is like my favorite to work with. It is just so nice and plump. And before, I never ordered that one because the 7525 usually has the most length. And because I have a wide foot, I've always been worried that I'd need those extra 65 plus, you know, I want as much yarn as possible. And now I sometimes lean towards getting the other one because it's just so much nicer, so much ploofier. So, okay, and also pulling out day 4 of the cross stitch. As you can see, this is what it looks like when I pull it out. So there's no hint. It isn't until I take this paper out that I can see the pattern. But anyway, so I'll do this one really quick. So far, we've only worked with whites thread. I've still been using the same strand since day 1, and she gives you a new strand every day. So I just kind of keep putting them to the side. This is one I will definitely look at for next year. The price was really good, and I love how it comes individually packaged like this, and it's been a lot of fun. So anyways, so I'm going to do my quick stitches on this, and then I will get working on that Santa to dodge those balls. Bye!